there, Lurkers. What do you think about a dairy-loving dream job? 10-foot aliens on the strip? It's time to share my secret.
Huh?
I'm stepping away from social media.
That sounds shocking, so let's talk about it. And let's lurk. Okay, Willy, thank you for starting the show off with having me consult you. You know, it's a job I normally get paid for, but whatever. You're my friend. Here's a little free services. But and also thank you for getting off the train this morning to record with us today.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm tired.
I want to
okay?
talk about it. I want to talk about it a lot.
Well, on the Saturday show, we will talk about it.
Okay.
But last night, I endured. I didn't get to bed until about midnight, maybe a little bit past, because we stayed up to watch some shows for you, movies, and we're going to talk about it this weekend. Come hang out with us.
Yeah, we'll see you there. But now, we get to talk about some shows. But wait a minute. Hold on. I would be remiss if I didn't bring up a thorough trouncing in last week's game of Subjective.
Listen, man, I thought I would get people with an NSFW subreddit, and I'm
Same.
wrong. I'm so wrong. It wasn't even close.
That was the one thing I feared the most, is that people would just latch on to that last pick, and I was so pissed that I didn't think about it myself.
I thought the only pounding that was going to happen was people in the subreddit, but as it turns out, it was me.
So, because you lost, I get to pick this week's game, and this week's game of Subjective, the subject is going to be gas station snacks. I chose this because I'm about to go on a road trip myself here, and just a little nostalgia hitting me in the feels. So, I also said this wasn't going to be a thing I did. However, because it's a gentleman's game, or a gentle person's game, whatever, Willy, you get the first pick.
That is how this game works. Listen, here's the deal. I'm excited because I love my snacks. It is, every time I drive home from work, it is a road trip day for me. I have snacks hidden away in my car. My favorite, my go-to, number one pick, Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Great first pick. I've never had them before, but I'll take your word for it. Don't think too long on that one, because my first pick is going to be the staple of almost every single car ride of my short life here on this planet, beef jerky.
It's good. It's a good pick. You know, you get to nom. But my childhood, my dreams, the wonder, my number two is those cute little apple pies in the plastic wrapper and the wax wrapper.
Those things are so good, but so not good for you. Don't ever look at the nutrition value. Just don't do it. Fine. Okay. Stealing one of my late round picks for my number 3. That's what we're on, right? I can't count.
Yeah. No. Yes.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna combat that delicious pick.
Number 2. It's number 2.
Are we on number 2? Okay. Oh gosh,
Yeah.
I'm already scared. I'm already sweating because you stole one of my picks. Okay. From number 2, I'm going to combat that apple pie pick with a combo, and specifically
combo breaker.
The pizzeria combos.
Classic. It's the go-to combo if you're going to get it. I'm surprised you're able to eat those little pillows of sodium.
I used to be able to, not anymore. Now I just
you got to
drink
break
water.
off a piece for this one. Not Kit Kat. I'm going with Twizzlers.
Twizzlers over the Red Vines. Interesting choice.
All day.
We'll see what happens.
All day.
All day. All right. For my number 3, actual number 3 this time, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. I'm going with corn nuts. And I'm just going to go barbecue corn nuts.
That is a solid pick. Now, you know me, I'm not a sweet candy person, so I'm going to keep the savory in-house. And we're going to go with a bag of cheddar popcorn.
Yes, I do remember eating a lot of that on rips and road trips.
Now, if it could be Earl's brand or Edna's brand, which is a local kind of Midwest brand, that's the go-to.
I have a controversial pick here that I don't know. It's either going to combine or divide my team, make or break, as we've had in several games before.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going gas station hot dog.
Oh my God. That is one step above gas station sushi. It's a bold move. It's fun.
Ooh, we'll see.
Now,
We'll see.
I'm going to end it off with the epitome of classic trail mix.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was on my short list here. Trail mix. Okay. All right. Fine. Then for my final pick, I gotta figure out something. I've been thinking this whole time, but in a way to try and combat the apple pie, I'm gonna go with Twinkies as my final pick here for the road. And you, lovely lurkers, we need you to help us out this week. Please go onto our socials, vote on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, and let us know who has the best team. Because
now, if you have recommendations for your game of subjective, I want to hear it.
That's a great
Scott
idea.
wants to hear it.
Yeah.
Because we've got a laundry list of things that we can talk about, but if there's some controversial things for Scott and I to debate, this is where we do it.
This is the field. So help us out. And I'm going to help you out, Willy. I'm going to help you out by giving you something that I cannot have. It's
love, affection.
No, I already have that a little bit, just a little bit right there. You know, it's not gonna. But I'm gonna give you a new job.
Okay,
I'm gonna give you this job that I cannot have because of my food dietary restrictions, whatever you want to call it. I found the perfect job for you, and it's one that involves eating cheese.
Yes. Feed me cheese.
Feed you cheese. You love cheese. All kinds of cheese.
Can I tell you a fun story about cheese?
Please do.
Back when I was a kid, you know, when you're at that age where you don't really understand the repercussions of all the things that you're eating, you're just like, hey, Mom and Dad, give me more Uncrustables. I want as many Uncrustables as I can fit in my mouth. I was staying with my grandma, and my parents are out of town, and all I wanted to eat was cheese. So I went into her fridge and I found a block of cheddar cheese, and I'm just hunking off chunks of this. My parents came home like 2 days later, and they're like, hey, buddy, have you pooped yet? Nope. Have you ever had a suppository shoved up your ass as a child? Because that's the only solution to a brick of cheese trying to make its way out of your butthole.
Did you have to do it yourself?
I was too young, Scott. Nobody found joy in this.
There was no joy in Pooville that day.
This wasn't a happy day for anybody.
Well, now that you've kind of regulated yourself better as an adult, why don't you take a gander at the University of Wisconsin-Madison's job site? Because the Center for Dairy Research is hiring a descriptive sensory panelist to add to an existing panel of taste testing experts. You will be expected to taste up to 24 cheese samples and 12 pizzas in a week, along with other food products.
12 pizzas?
And all you have to do is discuss the appearance, texture, aroma, and flavor along with your fellow taste testers.
Yes, sign me up. This seems like such a pleasant job. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some funky cheeses out there. I had a goal years ago. I remember going to Red Robin with my sister. It was like her favorite restaurant in her like mid-20s.
What's their slogan? Red Robin, yum.
Yum. I wanted to try their blue cheeseburger. It had maybe the most descriptive title for what it was. And so I was like, I'm going to give this a shot. I buy it or I order it. I take a bite. I'm like, what is wrong with this burger?
Was it outside or inside? It was like a loosey?
Outside.
Outside, okay.
It was like a layer of blue cheese on top of this thing. Well, then we went back like a month later. I ordered the same damn burger. I'm like, I am determined to like this burger. I have no idea, man. I am drawn to cheese. And now I love blue cheese, like a blue cheese salad, blue cheese dressing. Oh, give it to me. Give me the penicillin.
Yeah, isn't it just because it actually has mold in it? And that's what you're eating?
Well, it's like a stable mold. You know, I don't know. The science is a little subjective here, but I haven't died yet.
Okay. Maybe you can hop on over to the University of Madison and they'll tell you what it actually is. But yeah, this is a real life thing that you can go do if you are close to the University of Madison, because you will expect to be on site. No work from home for this.
The best combination would be you and I doing it together, because I can taste
and
you can smell. And I can't really smell. So you just smell the funk, you describe it to me, and I taste it.
I don't understand how your taste works if you can't smell.
I'm not sure either, man. It's a mystery. Scientists have studied it. They don't know.
It sounds like it's a little that's a little alien to me.
Speaking of aliens, do you feel like you're living in the 1950s when the original rush of like alien hype was kind of at its peak?
No, a lot more people have rights now, so I don't feel that at all.
Oh God, yeah, let's not go back that way. But there has been a significant uptick around social media, in the news, about these alien sightings across the world. I think just last week there was a guy who was doing a press conference about like a tell-all of all the things that the Pentagon and the U.S. government was withholding from the American people about aliens.
I think it was more of like a tell some, because he didn't say anything really. He just said, "Oh, I know things. I know things." We had somebody who said that to us for 4 years, and look how that's turning out.
Straight to jail. Straight to jail.
The hype is so real right now for me, though, when it comes to UFOs or UAPs, whatever they're calling them these days, because I think the government is as close as it's been to basically saying, like, yeah, there's definitely stuff flying around. However, we haven't necessarily determined what it is, and it's probably not aliens, but it's also not aliens.
It could be. And we're in this weird age where it's so easy to add some credibility to a story, right? There's chat apps that can help write certain things. You can CG videos together. Well, this week there was a alien sighting where you watch this video in the Las Vegas area of a quote-unquote UFO falling to Earth into this person's backyard. This kid goes out there and says there was an 8 to 10 foot alien in my backyard, and now we don't know where it is.
Okay, I'm watching the video now, and yes, this looks like a horrible render.
Yeah. There is not... I don't think you can buy a cell phone these days that doesn't have a 4K video sensor, yet somehow these videos get uploaded and they're in like 240p, and you're like, what did you do?
Also, why are you trying to do this? If you want aliens to be real, let's try and find actual evidence. Let's make it so that they are in 4K, that we've captured something that can be credible. Every time one of these fake videos gets posted, we take a step back. We make people skeptical, and we just lose focus on what should be a global event. Actual aliens from other planets coming here. And I'm not talking about the ones that run the government. Those ones have been here forever. We know about them.
There was this TikToker who came on my For You page this week, and she...
What website were you on?
She had this, like... I don't want to talk about it. She had this, like, credible way of sharing a, quote, news story that she thought... Like, the thing that she was sharing was, hey... I just want to share my perspective. I'm the first person that is going to be sent to Mars. I am going to Mars through NASA. And like the way that she told the story was the same way these people tell alien stories, the same way these other people. And like clearly the story she's telling is fake. Like you can tell if you have any sort of thought, you're like, this isn't real. You're doing what? But the way in which her cadence of speaking about it is meant to, like, I think it's meant to be a conversation piece around, like, do not trust everything that you hear.
Interesting. Well, I wish them the best of luck on Mars, honestly. Like, it's, I don't know how they're going to get there because none of the tech is there. But did they look young? Old?
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Okay.
I mean... They look like a Gen Z or.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, and I want to believe. I want to Fox Mulder this thing. However, it just goes back to what I was saying before. If you want us to believe you, like let's make it credible. And I hope an incredible thing comes out from these UFO sightings and UAP videos, because I just don't want it to be a secret anymore.
Well, Scott, I've got some secrets to share. I have not been forthright with you.
How dare you?
I broke my silence and I went on to Reddit.
Your ban, your self perma ban was what, 24 hours?
Now, in all seriousness, I personally have not been on Reddit, but BuzzFeed has pulled some Reddit posts.
Okay.
Specifically from a user named SexyHunter69420.
Nice.
Nice. It says, what is your secret that you can't tell anybody because it will probably ruin your life?
Oh, this is going to get interesting.
This is going to get interesting. I've read through a few of these, and I just want your reaction. I want your reaction to these stories, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to read a few. My 54-year-old secret would ruin several lives. My childhood best friend's little brother.
I'm following.
Is actually my son, and his children are my grandchildren.
There's a lot of strings there, and I have so many questions.
Like, why wouldn't you want to tell? There's so much about that it's like you have missed out on this person's life.
And how did we get here? What led? Okay, that's a good one.
All right, here's one of my favorites. I've had a bad back, and from time to time, it goes into a full spasm.
Ouch.
One day, I was getting out of bed, and my foot hit the floor, and I went into a full spasm. I had no idea how, but a perfectly formed turd fell out of the leg of my shorts and landed on the floor. Due to my spasm, I fell and landed right in the poop. And the commotion woke up my girlfriend, and she ran over to check on me, and I blamed the dog, and I've never told this to anybody before.
Worst case scenario, best case scenario. Also, that poor dog, he should get extra treats. That person,
I know.
That person became a human Pez dispenser for a brief moment in their life.
Do you remember? Just think of the conversations 4 years later. Do you remember when the goddamn dog took a shit on the floor in our bedroom?
Oh, yeah.
We had to live with this forever.
I remember that. Yeah. Stupid dog.
All right. My childhood friend has 2 siblings that he doesn't know exist. They're twins, around 2 years old now. I promised to keep it a secret. My dad and his dad are close friends. My dad is quite the gossip and spilled every last detail to me. Apparently, their father, a handsome, tall, a sports prodigy, slept with a doctor who lied about being on birth control so that she could give birth to his children, who she claimed had superior genetics. She was his former doctor who pulled up his private records in order to score a date with him, as she had all the contact info on hand. Never wanted child support or even a father in her kids' lives. Just an involuntary sperm donor.
Oh my gosh. You, madam, have broke about all of the HIPAA laws.
All of them.
And you're going to jail. You just are.
All right, you have to tell me that I'm not the only one who's done this. I'm reading this story.
You've slept with a doctor just to impregnate her and have genetically superior children?
Yes?
I know. I guess I'm the odd one out.
That time in the early 1980s when I solved my Rubik's Cube, I actually just peeled off the stickers and put them back on in order.
You know, cheaters never win. Unless you're an athlete who sleeps with a doctor and has mutant genetic superior children, I guess. You know, all of these stories, Willy, I just need to take a step back. Makes me not want to go on social media anymore. And speaking of which, I've got some ideas that we could do.
Okay.
Since we're now stepping away from Reddit, I took your advice and I also deleted both Apollo and the Reddit app. So take that, Spaz.
How much did it suck? How much did it suck? Because I feel lost, but I am determined to not go back to Reddit.
Yeah. No, Spez sucks more and has ruined that website for me. So unless he's fired or things change drastically in a way that is better for all of the users, in a way where he doesn't mob threaten all of the mods who have literally been working for free for all of this time, fuck you. That's what I say.
100%. 100%. Like, the website can drop down and burn for all I care.
Yeah.
If you... There was a quote this week where he came out and said, hey, shame on me. I didn't realize how the impact that these third-party apps had on our ecosystem and how much they were damaging the website. That's bullshit. It made the website what it is. And if you're so blind to the fact that all of the moderators and the people posting and commenting is what makes your site, if you don't think of it that way, that you don't deserve to be in that position of power.
Right. So, sayonara, Reddit. We hardly knew ye. So, instead, how about this? I'm gonna read a list of things that we could do to fill the void of all that lack of Reddit time we're gonna be getting. Number 1. How about we season our cast iron skillet, Willy?
Have you ever tried to do that? Have you ever tried to actually season a cast iron skillet?
Yes, several times, and I don't think I've done it right ever.
The internet's like, oh, this is really simple. You're gonna rinse it, and then you're gonna wipe it, and then you're gonna put some salt in it, and then you're gonna heat it up, and then you're gonna do this, and then an elephant's gonna come out, and it's gonna be perfectly clean. That's not how that works.
No, if anybody knows, you season it 100 times and then you keep going until it's basically shiny. Like it looks like it was not rendered properly in a video game.
Yeah, just go get like a metal grinder and start grinding the crap out of the top until you have a mirrored finish. And guess what? You'll never have to get another pan again.
Number 2, bad news for skeletons because, hey, you should probably clean out that closet.
What you can't see on this video, and especially when we crop into the side,
Yeah.
there's a pile of laundry right here. This closet is a disaster. I think everybody, you don't wait for spring cleaning. Just get in there. Just shovel out the junk and throw it away.
I did this the other day with our front walk-in closet. We've got where all the coats go during the winter, and it just accumulated shoes over the past season. We had like 40 pairs of shoes in the front closet, Willy.
You had 40 pairs of shoes?
Oh, I had 10. I had 10 pairs of shoes. But that's, boots and summer shoes and hiking boots and all that stuff. How about this? How about we just go outside and touch grass?
I'm not sure if I'm allergic to grass anymore. I haven't been outside.
You are an avid indoorsman. Would you be willing to read a book?
I'm not sure I know how to. I'd listen to an audiobook.
Can you think of the last book you physically read that wasn't Harry Potter?
No.
Okay.
It's so funny because I was like, oh, it was Harry Potter, and I was about to say it. I feel attacked. This feels rude.
All right, 3 more here real quick. You could go to a show, like a concert or a comedian. That might be fun. We should do that.
I love that idea.
Yeah.
I love going to shows. Anything that doesn't require me to work my eyeballs to read something, I'm in.
You could annoy your family, pick up the phone and give them a call.
The only one annoyed on this end is me.
And finally,
they would be happy if I did that.
Okay. Finally, I think we could all just take a break, step back from the social media that appears to be dividing this country on a daily basis, and just take a nap.
That's what I'm going to go do now. That's our show, you lovely lurkers. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Please rate and review wherever you lurk.
We appreciate all of the love from you guys on our socials, in person, for those who run into us. Thank you. Remember, let's be kind to one another out there, and we will see you this weekend.